you can't defeat your own biology. You can't defeat your own cognitive wiring. It can't be beat. It can be rewired, right? It can be reprogrammed, but it can't just be erased or defeated. So if you've ever seen somebody who has a tattoo that was drawn over a previous tattoo, that's basically what it's like. If you know what you're looking for, you still see the original tattoo, right?
Of course.
But to the average person looking in, they don't see it. But you being the person who has that tattoo on your body, you always see both, even though it's been reprogrammed. So one of the tools they gave us is something called a status check. And a status check is in many ways exactly what it sounds like. You are checking in with yourself in a few different specific areas. Like you're checking in with your emotional condition, you're checking in with your physical condition, you're checking in with your mental condition, you're checking in with the time on a clock, you're checking in with your previous status. And you're doing this anywhere between 5 and 7 times a day. And then you record everything in a journal, on a device, whatever it is that's convenient for you. Because when you check your status, and you're checking your status at the same time every day for multiple days, and you're checking that status against the same 5 or 7 standards, you start to see patterns emerge. And you start to see, oh, I'm high energy after lunch, low energy after breakfast. When I skip breakfast, I'm very productive until about 11 a.m. And then I get hangry until 2 p.m., right? Or I'm out of energy by 5 p.m. and I fight with my spouse every night at 6, whatever it might be. You start to develop a pattern because you're creating a backlog of data about one thing, yourself. And the one thing that very few of us ever spend time really analyzing objectively is ourself. We'll analyze coworkers and friends and bosses, and we'll be kind of objective. We'll count the things they do right and count the things they do wrong, but we don't ever do that for ourselves. So through the status check process, you start to learn when you are the most prone to falling into fits of depression. So for me, I discovered after 3 o'clock and before 10 o'clock, I am extremely prone to loneliness. So when the sun starts to go down and I'm out somewhere cool and I'm alone, all that does is make me feel like a loser.
Yeah.
So I discovered that what I needed to do, especially on assignment, was find my way to a social place before sunset. So then I could socialize, I could make friends, I could meet the same people, I could do whatever. That's how I met my wife, was socializing, right? And I need to do that because if I don't do that, I'm going to end up feeling sorry for myself on a couch at 7 o'clock, eating ice cream and whatever, crying to rom-coms. And nobody wants to be that guy. So you learn these things about yourself so that you can bypass them and you can work around them, but also you learn them about yourself so that you know, oh, I have an operational act. I have to execute an operation alone at 6:30 p.m. Well, I already know how I'm going to feel at 6:30 p.m., so I need to resource myself differently in the afternoon to get ready for what I have to do that evening.